everybody, it's Wendy. Welcome. Today we're going to make this beautiful 40th birthday card for my dear friend Amy. And at the end of the video I have something fun for you, so hang out with me while I walk you through this. I have a card base that I cut at 7 by 10 inches and then I folded it in half to make a 5 by 7 card because I wanted this card to be able to look like the balloon was floating off the top. This Whisper White cardstock is cut at 4 7/8 by 6 7/8, just to give me a little Bermuda Bay trim there around the end. And then I have Designer Series paper Brights, and it's cut at 6.5 by 4.5, and I'm just going to layer it down also. And then I've got a piece of basic black cardstock that is cut at 4 inches by 6 inches, and I'm going to do some heat embossing on it. I found a little heart that was the perfect heart I was looking for in the Nice Cuppa stamp set from the Occasions catalog. It's a great stamp set, has lots of fun little images, so I'm just using this one little heart from the stamp set. I really like doing stuff like this because it makes you be able to see how you can extend your stamp sets. You don't have to use all the stamps in a stamp set on a card. You can pick and choose which stamps you want to use. So I looked through all my stamp sets and I found one that had a heart that was going to be perfect for this card. When I originally made this card, I did it without doing any heat embossing and I just didn't like it. It fell really flat. And so I wanted to spice the card up just a little bit. And at the end of the video, I'll show you the difference so you can see for yourself what something really simple, just adding a small touch, can make a huge difference. So I'm going to use silver embossing powder, and you can get this from Stampin UP. It's in my online store. And I'm just going to carefully, the paper, I usually don't have this big of a piece of paper that I'm working with. So I had to really carefully add this embossing powder and then kind of shake it off a little at a time. So it took me a little longer than normal to get all the embossing powder on there. And then I'll heat set it. So a quick background on the very end of this video, there is some outtakes of me and my friend Amy, who I'm making this card for, trying to shoot a video together. Back last October, there was a kit in the fall catalog that was a witch hat, and I really wanted to do the hat with Amy and then let her take it home and do it on video so I could have a fun time with her shooting a video. Well, the hat sold out before I could get the video published. So anyway, at the end of this video, there's some outtakes of her and I trying to shoot a video together and some silliness that you've never seen before because I've never put it on my YouTube channel. So if you enjoy watching that kind of stuff, then watch past my end clip at the end of the video. Okay, so I got that all put down, and now I have silver foil paper. Then I'm going to cut out the happy and the 4 and the 0 for my card. And I'm just going to run those through the Big Shot. The happy sentiment is in the Hello You framelit set, and the 4 and the 0 are from the large numbers framelit set. And then I'm just going to layer my vellum piece here. This is foiled vellum that you can also find in the catalog on top of a piece of Bermuda Bay. And I'm just going to cut them together using the balloon framelit from Balloon Framelit framelit set. Really simple to do, and it cut them both out perfectly. Vellum's thinner. I'm using a terry cloth towel here just to wipe away all that powder from my embossing buddy. It can leave kind of a powdery residue, so I got rid of that. And then I'm going to adhere this vellum piece using my fine tip glue pen, and I'm only putting glue where the silver foil is on the other side of the vellum, and that really hides the adhesive, so it just kind of looks like it's magically hanging out there. And there's really not, I don't know, there's no adhesive showing, so it gives this really nice finished look. Okay, so I have the happy cut out, and I just need to adhere it down to the balloon. So I'm going to use my fine tip glue pen to go all the way around this little thin lettering and adhere it down to the balloon. And then I can put dimensionals on the back of this balloon and add it to my card. When I was creating this card the first time, I really struggled because I was trying to make it a regular size card. The 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 is our traditional cards that most card makers make. And it just wasn't working out for me because I really wanted the idea that the balloon was attached to the numbers and kind of taking the numbers off. And there simply was not enough room in between this balloon and the numbers because the numbers are fairly large and the balloon is fairly large. So my remedy for that was just simply to create a larger card. And believe it or not, it took me a while to think of that. It's such a simple solution. But I think sometimes we just get so used to doing stuff one way that it's like it doesn't dawn on us to do it differently. So all of a sudden I thought, geez, why don't I just make it a bigger card and then it'll look exactly the way I want it to. So that's how I ended up at the 5x7 size. I have some Whisper White baker's twine here that I'm just tying to the end of the balloon. And then I'm going to tie it around the little notch piece that is on the 4 and have it attached by tying it like this. I thought it would just look really cute, like the 4 is trying to anchor the balloon down, and it's just not doing a good job of it. So it did turn out exactly how I imagined it in my head, which is so fun because sometimes that doesn't happen. So I'm adding glue with my fine tip glue pen, and I did add a little bit of glue over the top of that baker's twine on the back. Okay, I have this fun little tag piece that I cut out of the large numbers framelit set. There is a few extra little pieces like a banner and this little tag. And I just stamped it with Versamark ink, and I'm dipping it into the silver embossing powder because I want it to show up really pretty on the card. And then before I adhere the 0 down, I'm adhering this little tag to the 0 onto the edge of it. And then I'll add the glue to the back of the 0 and then add it to the card. And that just is a cute way to have a little tag coming out from the number. And in that stamp set, the numbers stamp set, it has the TH for like 40th. It has an R and a D, and it has an N and a D. So you can really make any combination of numbers that you want. It's a fantastic set to have in your arsenal. I'll be keeping it around forever. Even when it retires from Stampin' Up, I'm still going to use it because I think it's fantastic. So sorry about that. I just dropped my phone. So basically I wanted to show you the card that I made first real quick. And you can just see a huge difference in the cards. You can click either one of these images and then go to that video, subscribe to my channel, and like this video. And now watch some of me and Amy being silly. Bye-bye.
Okay, give me a second. Okay. You're going to get yourself together? 15 minutes turns into an hour later.
Yeah. I've never done this with people, so we'll see. Today I am here with my friend Amy from Monterey. Say hi.
Hello.
She came to visit for the weekend, and I'm so glad she did because we're going to put together this really fun project kit. This is the, I think it's called the Witching Decor.
When I have time.
When she has time.
Yeah.
And what is your favorite type of craft?
Gosh, I like it all, but the paper craft.
Paper crafting?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you knit.
I do. I knit. I
She
crochet
knits.
and I sew and
Makes little things.
yeah, here and there.
And you live in
Pacific Grove.
Pacific Grove,
Yeah.
which is in kind of Central California, right?
Yes, the Central Coast.
Yeah. And it's beautiful there. I don't know if you've been there, seen it, but it's gorgeous.
PBS just did a special on all the whales that we're having, so you can watch it.
Yeah. Didn't you guys just see whales?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They
went
went.
back.
Where did you go?
We were at the beach in Monterey.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 25 yards off the coast.
Yep.
It was great.
Fun stuff. She lives in a wonderful part of California.
It's beautiful.
And you go, I think she has, you have passes to the Monterey Aquarium.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And that's one of the best aquariums ever. So if you're ever able to go to California, if you don't live in California, and you're able to visit California, you should go to the Monterey Bay Aquarium because it's fantastic.
It's a lot of fun.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's very educational, and so you can chalk it up to that if you needed to. If you had kids with you, you can pretend like it's for their education.
That's right. Well, my daughter's been several times, and she loves it every time. So.
Yeah. And you're talking very quiet. Is that
I'm
because
sorry.
She usually doesn't talk like that. It's like when you get the phone call from the guy that you're like newly dating or something, and you're like, hello!
You want to put your best foot forward.
Right.
You don't want to sound so like crazy loudmouth.
Right. Speaking of that, you're single.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Don't do that.
But she has it. You know, my audience is like 98% women. So
yeah,
unless you're batting for the other team,
oh no,
probably not a lot of help
But
here.
if you have any single brothers that are like, there you go.
A single brother that doesn't mind a crafter.
That's right.
Yes. Yes.